Hello. This short talk is a tribute to Ivy Lee, who is a lady who posted something on the Quora website. It was a list of 23 things that the British do better than the Americans. It was picked up by a number of other websites and newspapers, so you may be familiar with it. I'll list the 23 things for you and may comment on one or two of them. Firstly, a hamburger in the USA is a beef burger here in Britain because it's clearly made of beef, not ham. Soccer is football in Britain because it's clearly played with the foot. The SI system, the International System of Units, kilograms and metres, etc., because the rest of the world uses that. Although, to be fair, in Britain, a lot of people still prefer the old system of pounds and ounces, feet and inches. Number 4, our electrical sockets can be switched off at the wall because it's easier, safer and more energy efficient, rather than needing to unplug the electrical item. 5, when giving the date, we look first at the day, as in day, month, year, instead of, as the Americans do, month, day, year. It is very strange that the Americans take that month first. I don't know why they do that. 6, we have the full English breakfast. Enough said. 7, we don't supersize everything we eat, which results in a higher life expectancy and less obesity than in the USA. Also, nice relaxing afternoon teas with biscuits compared to, as the writer said, countless Starbucks coffees just to maintain functionality. Number 9, Britain's native sports, football, rugby, cricket, are all played internationally, while American sports reside mainly in America. Interestingly, the Americans insist on calling their native sports competitions things like the World Series, even though this baseball tournament is only actually played in North America, so it's not the world. Number 10, paid holiday, usually in the UK 25 to 30 days, which doesn't include maternity leave, sick leave, etc. I'm not sure how many days holiday the Americans get, but the lady said 0. 11, free universal health care. The NHS in the UK is praised as the best in the world, but for how long is up for debate, while in America it's the only developed country that does not have free health care. Number 12, we have Charles Darwin, who put forward the theory of evolution on our £10 note, while 42% of Americans are creationists. 13, books and films. Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, Chronicles of Narnia, Sherlock Holmes, they're all British, while the Americans produced Twilight. Music. We produce loads of great music in the UK. She lists a whole load of them, like David Bowie, Elton John, Mick Jagger, Radiohead, Pink Floyd, The Beatles. I won't go on. America didn't. To be fair, though, America has produced some good music too. Number 15, Britain's national animal has a full head of mane, while theirs is bald, the lion and the eagle, respectively. That's not a good reason for me, at least. Number 16, queuing in an orderly fashion. Yes, very important. 17, we know how to properly apologise for everything, although we still apologise even when it's not our fault, so perhaps not so good. The writer listed driving, but I can't imagine we're actually any better than the Americans, or worse. I suppose we do drive on the correct side of the road, that's the left. 19, we know how to appreciate the sun. The writer said because the sun never sets in the British Empire, but I'll say because it so rarely shines, we like to make the most of it. Number 20, we make better and greater varieties of chocolates, cheeses, cake alcoholic beverages, and dishes with questionable names like Bubble and Squeak and Spotted Dick. Worryingly, our largest chocolate producer, that's Cadbury's, was bought a few years back by the American company Hershey's. 21. We have a greater grasp of sarcasm, irony, self-depreciating humour, and also the entire English language. Yeah, fair point. 22. We beat them at politeness and profanity at the same time. Is it only in the UK where verbally abusing someone is a sign that you actually like them? I'm not sure. 23. The English accent is more attractive than the American accent. The writer said, "This is just an undisputable fact of nature. I'm not sure she's been to some parts of the UK, which I won't name." Now, although the writer did mention alcoholic beverages, I think two are particularly worthy of an additional mention. That's beer and whiskey. The Americans cannot compare on variety for those. However, in the name of fairness, I suppose I should list a few of the things that Americans do better than the British. Number one is theme parks like Disney World. That's about it, really. Oh, no. Taps. In Britain, it's quite common to have separate hot and cold taps in the bathroom. Completely unnecessary and very silly. I don't know, but I suppose the Americans do not do that. Shooting people. The Americans seem very good at that. And lastly, returning to one of the earlier ones about electrical sockets. We have 3-pin plugs, which when not actually in the plug socket, form an almost lethal weapon to bare feet. Like most countries, the USA has 2-pin plugs, which don't hurt when you tread on them. Thank you.